Can you think of any benefit to animal testing? Animal testing can be described as a practice of testing drugs, cosmetics, and theories on animals in order to advance a certain field. I've done a lot of research on this topic and feel very strongly that I can inform you what it is and why it doesn't benefit society. Animal testing has been going on for years now, and we seem to just look past it. This could be your pets that are being tested in these experiments. Imagine your favorite dog or cat or lizard or rabbit be the subject of an experiment and die for no reason at all. This is a picture of my dog Cash. I can't even imagine someone telling me that they needed to conduct a test on him with the possibility of him dying. I would be totally crushed if he didn't survive. Today, I will be discussing what animal testing is and why it should be banned. Some of the main points I will discuss include the mere fact that experiments that pass on animals generally fail on humans. Another point that I will discuss is that animal rights are being violated when we use them for any kind of research or experiment. Finally, the pain and suffering that animals go through do not have any benefit to humans at all. There is a lot of evidence that proves that animal testing is bad and should be put to a stop. However, the first thing that I'm going to talk about is that out of every single test that is conducted of animals, only 1 out of 1,000 will work on humans. You may say this is a significant figure, but when looking at all the animals being tested, it's really a small percentage that will work on humans. The main problem with animal testing is that not every single test that works on animals will work on humans. Only 5% of tests done on animals is effective on humans. In other words, 95% of the tests done on animals fail when tried on humans. When there's an experiment that produces positive results on animals, this experiment will more than likely fail when given to a human. We are just wasting the lives of animals just to try to make us safer, even though the experiments don't usually work. Ultimately, animal testing hurts us more than animals because we let animals die by running experiments on them. Instead, we could just use other things like a liver from a deceased human or request volunteers to test experiments on them. These are both more effective and useful when you're thinking about whether an experiment will work on humans. Both of these are from a human body or are human. So if it works for them, it will work for everybody else. The solution to animal testing controversy is to test on human tissues or cells to discover cures for diseases. These alternatives to animal testing include sophisticated tests using humans, cells, and tissues, and advanced computer modeling techniques. Animal testing can be both beneficial and barbaric to an animal's life. But if experiments are done on human tissues and cells instead of animals, animal rights won't be violated. A researcher from Yale once said, "Thus, animals should be treated with the same respect as humans." Yet, animal rights are still being violated when they are used in research because they are not given a choice. Furthermore, animals have rights just like humans, and scientists shouldn't be violating them. If we treat animals like they have no rights, then neither should we. Animals don't have a voice to speak up, so we should be their voice. When people start to think about animal testing, they think about all the harm done to animals and how it's inhumane. In addition, Dunick also states, next, the pain and suffering that experimental animals are subject to is not worth any possible benefit to humans. We can never make it up to animals from using them in experiments when it's just about killing them. These tests are extremely painful to animals because death can take days, weeks, or even hours. Almost every test done on animals leads to another death. We will never fully realize the harm we are doing to animals just for our benefit. The researchers hook up the animals and pump massive tubes into their stomachs until they die. They do nothing about it. So when you hear about the animal testing this year and years after, just remember all the things that are wrong with it. With a little research about a topic, you can change your world for the better.